It's some of the best words in hockey. The cup is in the building. The Jokers with a chance tonight to win their second straight championships. But the Redwings, who are being pretty dynastic of their own, are looking to stand in their way. Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Adelaide Ice Arena on beautiful Ghana land. Eric Ball joining you for the broadcast. And of course, we have the man that's been with us every step of the way. It makes sense that he's here for potentially the last game of the season. Ryan Foll, member of the Tigers, member of the Adrenaline. Fola, I know it hurts not playing in the championship game, but between the two teams here, it's a pretty good contest.
Yeah, definitely. And well, look, Red Wings have earned their right to be in this grand final, and let's hope they can make a push here and send it to a game 3.
In game number 1, the Jokers won this game 4-2. They had 4 different goal scorers, and it was a pretty good affair. However, the key story in this one for both of us was the special teams, and we're talking about the prowess of the special teams on the Jokers, but not so much on the Red Wings. You went to the tape. You broke this down for us. Goes and throws his body into the man.
As you see on screen here as well, the Jokers just, they enter the zone with a purpose as well. They move the puck really nicely, and once they enter the zone, they spread out really quickly, and it opens up the whole PK of the Red Wings. As you see here, there's a nice seam straight through, Nathaniel Benson taps it in. It's just that quick puck movement, and they know where to be. They're in the right spot, and that's getting right in behind the Red Wings. That's in their head straight away. That's the opening goal of the game right there.
That was the first goal of the game, and when the Jokers score the first goal of the game, they haven't lost in the last 2 years. So when you give them an opportunity on the power play, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly right. That was a dagger. That was a real dagger. And then we go to the Red Wings. Their entry, it's a little slower. They're not moving the puck as well. See, that's forced up the boards. Still not really in control. This ends up being a turnover. We'll see here. Yep, turned over. Comes out. And even again, they swing, they'll get the puck in, but they keep it out wide on the perimeter. They're not trying to attack the middle, and that's what they're going to have to do tonight with the special teams. If they get the power play, they really need to attack the middle and drive the net with a purpose, because this just ends up staying out wide, comes up high to Steve Best, who throws a shot that Jeremy's going to see pretty easily if that's on net.
And then the Jokers just pick this up, and it's slim pickings for anybody else. They can just carry this out and eat away valuable seconds. Steve Best has been on the point during that power play. Would you move him away from that spot?
Potentially. What I'd probably do is try and get 2 guys in front of the net for starters, really load up the front of the net, make it hard for Jeremy to see rather than keep everything out wide.
Look, we've talked a lot on these broadcasts about guys like Jake Riley. We've talked about guys like Nathaniel Benson and Daniel Chen, these dynamic scorers that are on the Jokers. That's a look at Josh Winkler, but this guy right here, Andrew Chen, has been excellent for the Jokers all year, and he was really good in game number 1.
Yeah, I was really impressed with his game in game 1. To be honest, probably the best player on the ice in my opinion. He even picked up the game-winning goal there. So, yeah, definitely surprised me as well. He can be costly with some turnovers sometimes, but I didn't see any of that in game 1.
Yeah, he was jumping on the rush. He scored that goal that he recovered from an own volley that he had. He was pretty good, and he's a point-a-game defenseman, which is quite rare. Meanwhile, on the other side, Howe, point-a-game player during the regular season, but we need to see him step up versus the Jokers. Yeah,
that's it. Well, as we spoke about just before, him and Villani, 0 points when they play the Jokers this year. So they're 2 names that are going to have to step up tonight as well. It can't just be all one guy in Steve Best.
Some of the big news heading into this game is that Dave Gall, he got married yesterday, so he's unavailable for this game. So a guy like Nick Powell, like Mitch Villani, that secondary scoring, they're going to have to step up.
Yeah, definitely. And that guy you see on screen as well, Curtis Villani, he's going to have a big one as well. Wasn't too bad in game 1, but I think he's just going to have to find an extra gear if there's any chance tonight.
Let's talk about the goaltenders quickly, because we talk about Jeremy Friedrich ad nauseum. His goals against average, ridiculous. His save percentage, ridiculous. He actually had 30 saves. He allowed 2 goals, 30 on 32. And his stats got worse from that performance, allowing 2 goals. That's how good he is. But Curtis Villani, he needs to have a big game today.
Yeah, that's it. His numbers for the year were fantastic as well, right up there with Jeremy's. But when these 2 teams play, Jeremy really sort of shows why he's the #1 goalie in the league. But tonight's a real good chance for Curtis to bring it back to even terms and have a big one.
A look at the captain, Steve Best. He's been excellent versus any teams he plays, but it is an elimination game here, and I'm wondering if we have Dave Muggleton, our sideline reporter. He's been hanging out on the benches. Dave, well, let's test this out. Dave, you there?
Indeed I am, boys.
Dave, what's the vibe down on the benches? Wing facing elimination. Jokers can taste another championship.
Not much to tell at the moment, although I did just notice both the goaltenders came over and gave each other a wink, so they're looking keen for a big game.
Yeah, that's been an interesting battle all season long. They've been stats all year. And you talked to Curtis Villani. He said that Jeremy Friedrich's been pushing him, and Jeremy is being pushed by Curtis Villani.
Yeah, well, Curtis has had an unreal year. It's sort of a year like no other for him. He hasn't had these sort of numbers ever that I can remember. So really impressive from him. And yeah, that's obviously going to give Jeremy a boost too, knowing there's some competition.
It's a best of 3 series. The Jokers have a 1-0 lead, meaning they are 1 win away from the championship. The warm-ups are over. The teams are huddling. Let's jump to the keys of victory. Let's start with the Jokers.
Yep, so they're going to have to pick up the intensity pretty quickly here from the start. Red Wings facing elimination as well. They got nothing to lose, so we're going to have to expect that from them. So they're going to have to keep up with that intensity early, and their counter-attack game, like in Game 1, that's the Jokers' play. When they can pick up those turnovers pretty easily, lose pucks, they're going to make you pay.
2 goals scored on the counter-attack in Game number 1.
Yeah, and special teams for the Red Wings, just like we broke down in that clip before. Red Wings are going to have to change something up because there wasn't anything from them in the special teams last game, and it hurt them. You got the opportunities. They had 3 or 4 power plays last game and just didn't really do anything with it. And keep the faith, like on screen. Facing elimination, even if you're down by a goal, you just got to keep going.
You saw that versus the Tigers in that elimination game last weekend. The Tigers, your boys were down 2 goals in 2 different occasions, and you kept fighting back each time.
Yeah, well, that's it. Your season's on the line, and you kind of just got to block the scoreboard out of your head.
Well, we are moments away from Game 2 of the championship series. The Red Wings and the Jokers. The Jokers were last year's champions in a COVID-shortened year. The Red Wings missed the playoffs, but they're back in the big dance, but facing elimination. Game 2, Jokers-Red Wings underway at the Ice Arena on beautiful Ghana land. Red Wings in red and white, Jokers in green. Thank you so much for joining us. And we started off with a huge hit at center ice. Steve Best on 17-year-old Daniel Chen, getting the physicality going early.
And they need to as well. They started the game pretty strong last game with this, so let's hope they can keep it up.
Villani then gave a shove to Jake Riley as he was skating by, and here comes Powell, and Powell gets hit by Jake Riley, and then Best collides with Andrew Chen. Everybody throwing their bodies into each other early on.
Yeah, it looks like it might be getting a little bit nasty here in this one, but that's what you expect in such a big game.
Villani created a turnover, but Chen quickly got it back. Benson back to Daniel Chen, fires a shot, and that is a save that just had to be made early on by Curtis Villani.
That's it. He's tracked it well, nicely. That'll settle him in, and let's hope he just continues for the rest of the game. A lot's going to rest on his shoulders tonight.
That first goal, so important. Jokers have not lost this year. They haven't lost in the last 2 years when they score the first goal of the game, 26-0. The Red Wings have only won once when the opponent scores first. It's of pivotal importance. Red Wings, meanwhile, 15-2 when they score first. It's amazing. First goal stats so important in hockey.
It's ridiculous. I mean, even in that semifinal series we had against the Red Wings, the team who scored first won every game. So it's ridiculous how important it is.
Drawn off the draw. Geyer, the captain, fires one through traffic. Good signs from Villani. 0 rebounds on the first 3 shots.
Yeah, he's looking really calm. He's started really well. And I think Jokers, if the Jokers are going to start throwing shots on, they want to get in a bit more of a dangerous area.
Skirmish for it in front of the net. It goes in towards the near boards, and going the other direction is Dylan Wallace. Wallace getting the promotion up to that second line with no Dave Gall in the lineup, and a big shot from Campbell. That hit a skate, and it goes back the other direction. Jake Hazel joining the Rush fans on the shot. Bill Newbound ties him up and grabs it behind the boards, and a chipped along the boards again, and they can't quite clear the zone. Tim Benson fires it through. Leeming knocks it down. He was looking for Jeff Pellerin, and he has to battle against Ben Hanberg. Hanberg dangles through 2 different Red Wings, slides it forward, and young Chris Campbell, the rookie, will throw this into the corner. Chasing after this is Nick Powell.
Great shift from Chris Campbell there as well. That was a heck of a shot that he put on Jeremy there for that rebound. Unlucky not to get tapped in.
Campbell was admittedly looking a little unsettled the last few games of the year, but in Game 1, he was very solid.
Yeah, and
didn't make
pretty
a lot of
solid again
mistakes.
tonight.
Mantier down low to Chenouth, and I think it was offside, so to go the other direction. Dave Muggleton, what do you got for us?
Steve Best, that big hit, first 10 seconds of the game, quite telling. His words to the team just before the game start was, be physical, but not too physical. Find that sweet spot, but definitely intent is to come out and hit hard.
Yeah, when you can see already from puck drop what Steve's intentions are tonight. No space and play the body.
Yeah, Steve going to play like his life depends on it, because his whole team does. There is no tomorrow for the Red Wings. If they do not win this game, they'll be trying to force a Game 3, which would go on Wednesday night as it's currently scheduled. Stretch pass, and it was intercepted. A dangerous one across the ice. Villani drops it off for Best. Best has it sticked away by Chenouth, and he'll try to chip it out into the neutral zone, but he can't quite clear.
Yeah,
Chen leads a man ahead off towards the left side, and Chenouth will walk into a wall of Red Wings, but he somehow has some space. One dangle, two dangle, three dangle is too many. Pinching up is the defenseman, Andrew Chen. Tries to play it forward. Best has it sticked away from him from Daniel Chen, and Best banks it off the boards and out, and Jeff Pellerin, he's got some space around him. Pellerin centering play, and it's knocked aside.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one attacking there with Pellerin. He's better off taking it into the corner.
Wallace takes advantage of a turnover. Backhanded shot goes in behind the wall. Leeming digging around in the corners. Leeming, sharp angle shot, rebound in the slot, and Nat Benson carries it out. He's got Leeming all over him. Benson still on the puck. Benson in the slot. Riley, huge save, Villani.
Massive.
Chen looking for Riley again. Riley has it again, and he's got it back down to Chen. Riley, sharp angle, back behind the boards, and Nat Benson will gather. Benson in front of his Joker teammate, 17-year-old Daniel Chen, hops over the stick of Jake Riley and back to the point for Jake Hazel. Riley working on the backhand. Good pressure from the Jokers on this top line shift. Chen scores! Daniel Chen on the wraparound. Catches Villani off guard. It's 1-0 Jokers.
And they're just moving with such a purpose out there and so much speed that it's just really throwing the Red Wings off at the moment. Beautifully tucked in from Chen as well. Just given too much space in front of the net though there. Chris Campbell's got to be aware of that and be all over him straight away.
He caught him completely off guard. Daniel Chen, he didn't score in game one, but he had that rush that was stopped by Villani, and Noah Maley banked in a rebound. He's got a goal in a championship series here.
And a massive one too, and there's that all-important first goal.
How's this? The Jokers last year, they won the championship without Daniel Chen. They won it without Nat Benson. They won it without Jake Riley, and the three of them have combined to be the highest scoring line combination in the competition, and the Jokers have that all-important first goal.
Yeah, that's some pretty nice additions to add to the lineup.
Back around behind the net. Friedrich almost had a Red Wing player take that puck away. We'll see how the Red Wings respond with their early backs against the wall. Already down 1-0 in the series, now down 1-0 in the game.
Yeah, that's it. And these next few shifts really have to be telling for them now. They've got to be all over them.
Villani hounds that puck down, dropped off to Powell. Powell at best moving through the slot, but it went all the way back to the left point.
Yeah, that's the right idea though. They're attacking the middle finally here.
Big rebound popped out, but Powell couldn't get his full stick on it. It was a good chance from Steve Best. Jokers chip it out of the zone, and the Red Wings will regather, recoil, and repossess. But a fan play from Tom Tate was right on the stick of Jordan Geyer, the captain. Back with it in the neutral zone. Here's Tyler Leeming. Leeming walks in front of the net, tries to use a player as a screen, but it goes off of Jake Hazel's leg and into the corner. Like a wrecking ball around the corner was Leeming. Newbound pinching in, back in the slot. Pellerin fires one. It goes off a stick and into the corner.
Leeming so strong on the puck, very hard to force off of it, and just another nice shift from him there.
Leeming has 8 points in 4 playoff games. He has brought it in this postseason. 1 goal and 1 assist in game number 1. Dylan Wallace on the forecheck for the Wings. And it goes back around towards the left point. Picked up once again, and it goes all the way down. Icing will be called. They're not too happy about that, but they'll get that call either way.
Yeah, you can't agree with the refs on everything, so.
Dave Muggleton, the vibe of the Jokers bench after that goal?
Absolute elevation. The team definitely rallying behind each other. A lot of really good energy here. They wanted that, they got it, and they were happy about it.
Yeah, the nerves will definitely be settled now on the Jokers bench.
Draw one. Back towards left point, Newbound. Through traffic, it was bouncing, skipping, jumping, but Jeremy Friedrich saw it. Sometimes those are the most difficult ones to save.
Yeah, that's it. But Red Wings doing what they need to do now. A bit of traffic in front of the net and really testing Jeremy.
Daniel Chen scored the first goal of the game, but since then, the Red Wings have had most of the possession, looking to suck some of the life out of it. Joker's off talking towards the referee. You can see the lineswoman ready to drop the puck. Dylan Wallace ready to go. Battle for it in the near hash marks. Glove down by Tyler Leeming. Leeming still with possession, finally taken away from Jake Riley. He'll play it towards the center. Here's Daniel Chen. Chen behind the defense, in all alone, and Villani juggles it and makes the save. Daniel Chen creating once again.
Yeah, there's that dynamic speed from the Jokers and a counter-attack again. Pretty unlucky probably not to get a penalty there because Campbell didn't get a whole lot of the puck and took the foot out. But good job from Campbell to just apply a little bit of pressure anyway there.
Joker's trying to use that speed. You heard Jake Riley in an interview in game number 1. He said, hey, people are saying that we need to be ready to be physical. Well, they need to be ready for our speed. That's our game. We're going to use it, and we're going to burn them with it. And that's what they've done so far.
Yep, so far so good.
Benson out behind the net, centering play, a dangerous area in the slot. Red Wings got it clear. Rivers gloves it down, and he finally chips it out to safety.
Yeah, Red Wings looking a little bit lost defensively when it gets into their end. They're not really sure where to be standing, where to be positioned right now, and they're going to have to figure that out quickly.
Adam Wise and Tom Tate, 2 new additions to the team this year. They weren't on the squad last year, though they have been longtime Red Wings.
And you got to want the puck if you're the Red Wings now. Just there, two defensemen hesitating to go for the puck. You can't have that, especially in such a big game.
Back down, and it'll go for icing. You would probably say, though, there is a big mismatch in terms of foot speed of the Wings defense and the Joker's forwards.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely the key to this one. I'd say that the Red Wings probably have a little bit more experience on their side of things, but speed definitely for the Jokers.
Noah Maley settles in for the job versus Steve Best. Maley, a big contributor in game number 1, and he pushes the puck forward. Cameron Pope just had to jump over his stick. Back towards the left point, chipped in and kept in by Jake Hazel, but Steve Best chips it along the far boards and throws it into the attacking zone. Red Wings defense will get a change, and the Jokers will try to break out. Cameron Pope can't settle down the puck, and Jeff Pellerin makes his presence felt by pushing it forward. Noah Maley bats it down. Bill Newbound swerving around, puts it into the far boards. Puck tied up in the neutral zone. Leeming gets it back to Campbell along the left side, and it's too far for Pellerin, and a sloppy icing waved off. No, icing called.
Yeah, very sloppy. This last 5 minutes from the Red Wings has been real sloppy. Someone's going to need to be saying something on the bench right now. Looks like Curtis might be as well, but time to wake up if you're the Wings. You're only down by a goal here.
Was there a penalty just being called? Yes, there has. Jordan Geyer might have got a call after the play.
Well, there you go. So here's the Red Wings' chance right away.
Well, you talked about that power play, Ryan, Full at the start of it. They need to do something a little bit different because entering this game, they were the best power play in the league in the regular season. Entering the playoffs, they were 0 for 14, and in the playoffs, they're 2 for 17. Puck fired in the slot. Villani trying to get something down on it. It's blocked away. Villani trying to hold on to the puck. Skirmish for it, and it was batted wide by Nick Powell.
But straight away there, though, you can see there's traffic in front of Jeremy. It's a totally different setup that they've got, and it's creating chances straight away. So they're going to keep this up.
Adam Wise fired a shot through traffic. We'll see if we see it again on the replay, but they had Powell and Villani standing in front of the net, and they almost got a shot off in a dangerous area right in that slot in front of Jeremy Friedrich, who is a tough nut to crack even when he's having an off game. Puck on the far boards. Dangerous play in front. Powell misdirected it, and Jeremy Friedrich makes a very good save off a clever little pass in from Tyler Leeming.
Yeah, and much better. I'm really liking the setup that they got here. A lot of different options, and Steve on the point with that shot too. Be watching for him if he gets a bit of space to maybe cheat.
Another key draw. This time it's won by the Jokers, but Tyler Leeming goes and creates a turnover against the boards right away. Jokers try to tie him up, but the Red Wings get it off to the right point, and Wise can't settle it down. It's not left the zone. Referee says play on. Back towards the right point. Off of Wise's stick. Back down low to Powell. Powell circling his way back down in the corner behind the net for Leeming. Loose puck in the slot. Oh, and a big save from Friedrich. Rebound jabbing away, and it was Tyler Leeming. Jokers trying to clear, and the Red Wings keep it in.
Yeah, Jeremy coming up pretty clutch on this power play so far, but a totally different look on the power play and special teams from the Red Wings so far.
Benson, while shorthanded, almost created a turnover. Only 10 seconds to go on the Agile group power play. Wise chips it across right side. Villani fires a shot. Friedrich makes the save. That's going to eat up some times, but by my count, 4 shots from the Wings on that power play and a lot more dangerous scoring opportunities.
Definitely, and that'll give him a boost too. You've got to build from that now. A lot of confidence to come from that, and let's hope these next few shifts back that up.
A Daniel Chen goal off a wraparound has the Jokers in front. Wings will go with a bit of an energy line shift, one of their third lines. You got Wallace, Pellerin, and Rivers out there. Trying to give a break to the top guns that were just off. Skating out of the zone is Sammy Mantier. Mantier, the architect of the Jokers, may be playing in his final Premier League game. Centering play. Jeff Pellerin tries to clear the zone, kept in by Jake Hazel. Winkler not quite ready for it and shipped up the boards, and skating for this is Max Rivers. Rivers working against Jake Hazel. Hazel ties him up, and Josh Winkler there in support. Can't clear the zone. Pellerin, turnover. Rivers knocks it down, and it's back on the stick of Brad Chenouth. Looking ahead to Ben Hanberg. Newbound plays it off the boards. Grabbed by Dylan Wallace, and a good shift from the secondary unit of the Red Wings to give their guns some rest.
Yeah, that's it. Red Wings playing with a lot more confidence right now and building from that power play.
Hanberg has a funny bounce off the boards. Red Wings try to keep it in, but Cameron Pope leads Chenouth ahead. Working against Newbound. Campbell parks himself in front of the net, but Newbound nudging out Chenouth in the corner. Pellerin off the boards, can't quite clear. Shot in from the point, goes off the side of the net. 2 Jokers collide on Bill Newbound, and they're all tangled up in the corner. Jeff Pellerin in there for support. Steve Best gathers behind the net. Best off to Villani. Villani up the ice with some speed. Down the left side, drops it for Best. Best, a sharp move, and he throws it into the corner. That one just sailed a little bit wide. Tate trying to pinch it in. Jokers settle it down. It's thrown forward to Noah Maley. Maley with speed, drops it back. Shot on net from Tim Benson goes wide. Maley pushed around in the corner, and he's going to draw a penalty, and the Jokers are going to get an opportunity to go to the power play as Maley has drawn his 3rd penalty of this series so far.
Yeah, a bit unnecessary from Adam Wise there as well. He's known for taking a few uncharacteristic penalties, I guess, and that's going to hurt him here too. I believe it was his penalty last game that he took that led to the first goal of the game for the Jokers, and you wouldn't want to see it be 2-0 here after that.
Draw will come to the right of Villani, the first Agile group power play for the Jokers. The Red Wings 0 for 1, 3:48 to go. We'll see how the puck movement goes here. 5 forwards on the attack for the Jokers. Riley. Back to Mantier. Hanberg, one-timer. He's been scoring a few of those all year. Benson down low to the goal scorer, Daniel Chen. Keeps the puck alive and in possession, and this time with Jake Riley. Sammy Mantier. Mantier with 9 assists on the season. He had 1 in game number 1. Riley. Back to Mantier. Mantier with a couple wings all over him, finds a lane, back to Riley. Riley looking across the crease, and it goes back to Mantier, kept alive, crashing back in, and Hanberg sent it all the way back, and it goes in behind the goal, and Jeremy Friedrich will settle it down.
Yeah, a bit of a miscue on the pass there, but before that, the puck movement was just sensational from the Jokers.
Mantier enters the zone again. He'll try to slow it down, set it up, back towards Benson, who dives back to keep it in. Playing it back down low to Ben Hanberg. Hanberg banks it off the boards. Mantier shifting down low. Chen to Hanberg, crashing in the slot. Red Wings got to get it out. Benson keeps it in. Benson, good puck movement once again. Chen trying to slap it forward. He gets tied up by 2 Red Wings. 50 seconds to go on the Agile group power play. Jokers have done everything but get a good shot off on goal. Back towards the right point. Mantier with an opening, skips over his stick. Mantier down low at the point. Riley, Chen shoots, and Villani gets the big save as it pops up behind him and behind the net. Mantier to Handberg. Handberg through traffic. That bounced off a body to the corner. Scramble in front of the net. Villani got a piece of it. Two good opportunities as the seconds peeling off the power play. And crunched is Jake Riley. Red Wings trying to come up with the puck. Benson trying to get it there, and Leeming chips it out. And the Red Wings have survived a vicious power play from the Jokers.
Yeah, and they're going to want to stay out of the box for the rest of this one now because that Jokers power play is looking lethal.
Some good opportunities in front of the net and a lot of sharp shooters.
I'm not sure if we'll get a replay of Curtis's save here, but that was pretty big. Yeah, right there. He also made another one just after that as well. And you can't be leaving your goalie out to dry like that all game. It's just going to hurt you.
Curtis Villani has made a few big saves. Shots on goal at this stage, 8 for the Jokers, 7 for the Red Wings, although probably a few higher quality chances for the Jokers, and they have the one goal to show for it.
Yeah, that's it. You just look at that power play there, and then they'll take as much time as they need until they can find that real prime opportunity.
Best back towards the right point. Tate through traffic. It goes off the post. Oh my goodness! Something out of nothing, and it comes from traffic in front of the net. As that rattled off the point, a really good opportunity for Tom Tate and the Red Wings.
Jeremy, we're kissing that post. I'm not even sure what that's redirected off of there, but a pad or something. It's very hard to tell from that replay, but Jeremy did not track that at all.
Getting away with one, Jeremy Friedrich. The goaltender's best friend are those two pieces of iron. Chen chips it forward and gets a return shot from Mitch Villani. This one goes off the top and down. Well, 2 power play opportunities. Dave Muggleton, both teams didn't score on the power play, but can you get a vibe of how they're feeling about their special teams down there?
Look, the Red Wings haven't really been lifting much throughout the game. If anything, a bit of frustration on the lack of quality shots. But after they survived that brutal power play by the Jokers, there was a huge lift by the bench.
Yeah, sometimes you can get that spark, can't you, from just a good defensive effort.
Oh, definitely. And just even Curtis's couple saves on that power play. You got to find, especially in big games like this, you got to find reasons to get up and about here. Such a big game, you can't be flat like Moncton said that they've been so far.
Benson behind the goal. Jokers riding a Daniel Chen early goal to a 1-0 lead, but they turn it over. Best fires it forward. There's going to be a penalty coming up towards the Red Wings once again. Dangling in the zone. Chen fires a shot. That skips off the backboards, and it's touched up by Villani. But with only 13 seconds to go, the Jokers' lethal power play is going to get another opportunity.
Yeah, not the best way to be finishing a period. I was just about to say before that happened that the Red Wings will be happy to be down 1-0 here, but down a power play again as well. It's just not going well for them so far.
You can see Sammy Mantier, forever the coach, talking to a couple of his young proteges, directing them where to go with just 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, and be looking for a real quick play here.
They got to win the draw first. It goes into the corner. Handberg centering play on the slot, back to the point. Shot with some urgency. Rebound in front. Villani 1 save. Villani 2 saves. Scramble in the slot. Chip forward. Scores! With 3 seconds to go in the period, Nat Benson has the Jokers up 2.
Yeah, and you can see that's what they talked about just before that face-off happened as well. Push it forward. Jake uses his speed to get it and throw it straight in front of the net. Well executed play, and look at all the rebounds that they get from it as well. Just looking a bit scrambled if you're the Red Wings defense. Look, they're not sure where to be, and it ends up costing them.
It took a third effort in front of the net. Villani made 2 nice saves, but how clever is that little lob shot from Nat Benson?
Very clever, but like you said, a third opportunity. You should never have a third opportunity on even if it is your penalty kill out there. Curtis can't be making 3 saves.
A back-breaking goal for the Red Wings at the end of the period. Nat Benson has the Jokers up 2. We'll be back. You're watching the Grand Final Series on NITV. Back inside the ice arena, it's a 2-0 lead. It's got the Jokers fans fired up, right, Dave Muggleton?
Yes, indeed. They're the youngest club in the competition, but my word, have they built an incredible fan base. Jokers team all around me, make some noise.
What a cool little shot. You can see how much that means to this club, can't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a huge culture over here. You can hear just how loud this all has become. They're definitely going to hope to lift their team to a premiership tonight.
Jokers didn't exist 5 years ago. It was an idea from Sammy Mantier, who's been around in the community a long time, and a group of people put together the Jokers. They won a championship last year, but in a COVID year, not all 3 teams made the playoffs. A lot of people said to really prove your worth, you got to win back-to-back. They've got a 2-goal lead in Game 2 of a championship series. Jokers off to a tremendous start. Goals from Chen and Benson in the first period, and now the Wings are going to need a response here in the second.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to have to help Curtis out a little bit more in net. They're just giving the Jokers way too much time and space and creating some really dangerous opportunities.
Noah Maley kicks it to himself, gets in tight. Maley tenacious on the puck. Cleared away from Adam Wise. Jordan Geyer going to grind in the corner. He's captained the team to a championship last year, and he settled them down, trying to consolidate this year. Up the left side to Villani. Villani in a dangerous area. Friedrich, I think, got a piece of it, and it skipped into the corner.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be guys like Villani now. He's been around for a long time, experience. He's going to be the guy that's going to have to step up here.
Long pass ahead. Powell grabs it, cuts into the slot. Powell swiveling, firing. Friedrich kicks it to the corner. Red Wings coming out with a couple opportunities early. Powell to Villani. Villani turns, fires, big save Friedrich. Rebound, Powell with an opportunity and 4 early saves from Jeremy Friedrich to start this period.
Yeah, and a big start to the period from the Red Wings as well. You can see how much this means to them now, and it's time to get going here. Plenty of time. If they can get the next one, halve the lead, it's back on.
They say the most dangerous lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead. Statistically, it doesn't make sense, but I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's that next one, though, if they get it, becomes a 2-1 game, and it's such a boost for the Red Wings.
Leeming on the backhand, trying to power his way to the slot, taken away from Jake Riley, and here comes that high-flying top line. Riley has Chen and Benson. Benson fires a shot, rebound, down low, Chen grabbing it, Benson gets it, how did that stay out of the net?
I believe Curtis has got a piece of that again.
Nat Benson cannot believe it. The high-flying top line. Look at this.
Oh,
wow.
He's got a piece here. That is a massive save.
Oh my goodness. Curtis Villani keeps the Red Wings in it. Jeremy Friedrich has only allowed more than 3 goals once this season. So if the Jokers score a 3rd goal, it means the Red Wings need 4 to win the game. Curtis Villani has to keep that score down.
That's it, and he's doing a good job so far.
Jokers.
That save that we just saw there has got to be a team lifter as well, because that's massive.
Here comes Tyler Leeming. Leeming skating around all the Jokers. He takes a shot, absorbs a hit, gets the puck forward, and Pellerin almost had a crack at it. Chenauth. How's this for some speed? He's in the attacking zone. He drops it off. Mantier looking to shoot, fires one through traffic. It was tipped wide. Jokers jam away at it in the corner. Next goal, both teams so important. Mantier in his office behind the net. Sharp angle shot. That's blocked in front. Newbound ties up a body, but the Jokers get the puck. Mantier's backdoor shot. Villani another huge save. The Jokers may have fanned on the shot, but Villani had to make the stop nevertheless.
Again, massive from Curtis here. And the difference for me right now for this whole game is their entries into the zone offensively. Jokers come in with a purpose. They know where everyone is, and the Red Wings are just individuals at the moment. They need to be on the same page. They need to be talking to each other a little bit more.
That one might have been off the side of the net either way. Villani had it covered. Red Wings win the draw. Villani up the ice, around a man, in deep. He's just looking for some support. He throws it into the slot, and a smart play from Geyer to chip it along the far boards. Noah Maley reaching for that one. It's intercepted by Tom Tate. He keeps it alive. Tate fires a shot, and Jeremy Friedrich makes the save.
Just like I spoke about before, there are 2 entries for the Red Wings into the offensive zone, and it's just one person doing all the work. It's not good enough when you're facing Jeremy Friedrich in net. You got to be entering with your full line, making plays, driving the net. Just need to see a bit more from the Red Wings.
Both teams can sense how huge the next goal is right now. Best. Through traffic, it was the right idea. It was tipped by Villani into the corner. Komazek, long stretch pass ahead. It goes all the way down the ice for icing. So the first 5 minutes in the period, it's that goal with 3 seconds left in the first from Nat Benson that really is that one that just has the hammer in hand right now for the Jokers.
Yeah, well, we spoke about how big the first goal is in games, but yeah, that second one is a real dagger. But the Red Wings, like I said earlier, you just got to put the scoreboard in the back of your head and keep focusing on your own game.
Jokers chip it out. It's a 3-on-1. Cameron Pope across the ice. It was too hot to handle. Great TV show, but not exactly what Jordan Geyer wanted. Geyer chips it in front of the net. Noah Maley trying to grab the puck. He is smothered down by Mitch Villani, and that gets a little cheer from the Red Wings supporters as a skirmish ensues on front of the boards. Villani comes away with the puck, trying to get it to a dangerous area, taken away from Josh Winkler, who will try to clear the puck, but it's given away right to Steve Best. Red Wings outlet. Powell just tries to throw a puck in the corner. Best gives chase. Best with 5 Jokers all around him, and he finds Wallace. Wallace, sharp angle shot, rebound down towards the side of the net, and Benson will lead a man ahead, and Geyer just safely chips it out, but this will go for icing.
Yep. I'm not sure if they'll pick up on that. A couple changes for the Jokers there that probably need to come back out on the ice.
Yeah, Joey Rezek all over it.
He's got it.
Joey Rezek, he was a player for a long time. He's been a full-time ref this year. What's he like as a referee?
I really like him, to be honest. Not a lot of refs like communication in Adelaide, and he's one that's more than happy to talk to you if you're going to speak to him the right way and actually discuss it. So I really like the way he goes about it.
Chen takes the puck off the face-off, and he's got speed up the ice, works around Newbound. Chen centering play, spinning around. Chen now drops it back, left side, in the slot. Chen fires a shot. What a save from Curtis Villani to keep it a 2-goal game.
By far the best player on the ice for the Red Wings so far, Curtis. He's made probably 5-6 unbelievable saves so far, and that's already too many.
This will give a great angle of it. Kick save, get the rebound.
Yeah, pretty good job from Bill Newbound to tie him up there and create not a whole lot of a shot there, but yeah, Curtis is tracking the puck really well.
Skirmish off the draw. Benson trying to go forward. He gets bowled down. He gets back up. It's a turnover. Riley has a rifle of a shot. He was a leading goal scorer in the competition, and he sent that one just high.
Yeah, very deceiving shot as well. He can get it off from almost any angle.
Wallace in space, fires one through. That goes a little bit high, a little bit wide, but the Red Wings still on the attack. Wallace trying to play the forecheck, but he had no forward there in support. Picked up along the near boards. Chen couldn't quite get around Tom Tate. Tate back down for Leeming. Leeming tries to give the go pass back towards Tate, but the Jokers are going to go the other way, and Daniel Chen in behind the defense. Chen all alone. Oh my goodness! Curtis Villani, another fantastic save, this time on the deceptive Daniel Chen.
Yeah, and you can just see how much it means. Cody's playing with a lot of heart here.
Here they come again. Benson behind the defense, tied up just a little bit, crashing the net. The Jokers, Villani trying to get down. Chen back in the corner, right point. Riley pushed off the puck, still strong on it. Centering play in the slot right towards Tyler Leeming, and off go the Wings, but they look gassed. Leeming sends it through, but he had a man that was ahead of him a little bit offside. Here's a look at this save again.
Massive. Great job to get the pad down there too, because you could see what Chen was trying to do, just slide it underneath him, but he's dropped that pad so quickly.
He's only had to make 4 saves in this period, but all 4 of them have been 10 out of 10 difficulty.
Yeah, well, that's it. The shots are a little bit deceiving in terms of how high quality they've been from the Jokers.
6 shots to 4 in this period. On the game, 15 shots to 13 in favor of the Jokers. The Red Wings did have 32 shots in game number 1, so they were getting pucks on the net, but they weren't always the highest of quality. Jokers did a good job keeping them outside.
Yeah, that's it. And even in this game, with it being 2 shots the difference, it doesn't feel like it's that close.
Jokers back in their own corner. They hadn't played for 3.5 weeks before the finals, just kind of a quirk of a schedule. Not a lot of games late in the season, and then they had the bye. You wouldn't know it, though, from how sharp they've been out of the gates of this finals.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say a lot of them were keeping on the ice, whether it was trainings or whatnot, and I had seen a couple of Jokers practices as well throughout, so they definitely are kept sharp by a bit of practice.
Both teams sending out their third lines. Cameron Cook gets a shift, as so does Jared Lowe for the Red Wings, and Cook's got the puck right now, centering it in the slot. How huge would it be if they could jag a goal here? This line crashing down on net. It's the right idea, trying to get a shot on net. It gets tangled up behind Cook. Gaziorowski tries to clear. Chip forward by Dylan Wallace.
Been pretty impressed with Wallace tonight as well. He's moving his feet. He's playing with a lot of heart as well. Struggling to score this year. Hasn't scored this season, so it'd be massive if he put one in tonight.
Gaziorowski gets a shot from that Dylan Wallace, but the Jokers have it going the other way, but it's sticked away from Adam Wise. Plays it forward. Cam Cook tries to settle it down. He finally does. Gaziorowski shoves him, and he takes the puck right back for the Jokers. Patty Gaziorowski, a rookie player, has been very impressive, both in A grade, and then he's kind of earned a regular spot on Prem.
Yep, very bright future ahead of him as well. Smart with the puck, makes the right decision.
This young Jokers team loaded with talent. Some of their younger players probably would get more ice time on some other teams, like your Gaziorowskis. And oh, by the way, they've got a 15-year-old kid named Julian Friedrich on their A-grade side who will probably make the jump to Prem next year. They're a dangerous team right now. Yeah,
that's it. And even though they have a loaded roster, that teaches a lot of discipline to the kids that aren't seeing a lot of ice time at such a young age. To ride a bit of the pine early in your career sets you up to be a lot better player and a lot disciplined.
Red Wings lob it forward. It goes all the way down for icing once again. Red Wings came out firing in the second period, but kind of haven't had a lot of chances the last 5 or 6 minutes. Daniel Chen scored on a wraparound in the first period, and then with 3 seconds left on the power play, Nat Benson tipped home a third opportunity goal, and that is where we're at. It's 2-0 with just over 8 minutes to play in the second period. Back behind the net. Cook tries to lead a man forward. Back down low. Big mismatch on the ice right now off that icing call that the Jokers are trying to take advantage of. But here it comes. It's Lowe. Lowe trying to lead on Steve Best. Settles it down. Best backhanded shot, and it's a nice save from Jeremy Friedrich. Chip forward. Benson looking for Chen. Played back around behind or long in front of the benches. Benson intercepts. Trying to settle down a melee for it in front of the net. Daniel Chen there in support with the Jokers. Now everybody gets involved. Newbound just safely plays it back to Campbell, and he gives this away towards Jake Riley. Gets it forward to Benson, off to Chen. Chen, another big save from Curtis Villani.
Yeah, and most of these chances in the last 5-10 minutes have come off of Red Wings miscues, sort of fumbled passes. They need to clean their game up a bit.
Another really good opportunity from Jake Riley. That was patted away from Curtis Villani. He's been 10 out of 10 this period. 6 high-quality scoring opportunities by our count. And the Jokers keep this one alive. Jake Riley trying to settle it down. 6 goals in the championship series so far from 5 different goal scorers for the Jokers. A very balanced attack. Chip back in behind the goal. Red Wings, though, still very much in this game.
They are, but they're looking very timid at the moment. Not on the same page at all.
Trying to grind this puck out of the corner. Powell plays it forward. Wonder if they'll start mixing up the lines and put that Leeming and Best combination that they might need to try to get some goals on the ice.
Oh, I think so. You've got to change something up here because nothing really seems to be working apart from the one power play they've had this game.
A turnover in front of the net, but the Jokers settle it down, and Chenault will play it to Sammy Mantier. Mantier walks in, looking for support. He was going to find Ben Hanberg, but Bill Newbound intercepted. Leeming going the other direction, 2-on-2 with Dylan Wallace. Leeming in front of the net, slides it around the corner. Leeming gets buried in the corner from a back-checking Ben Hanberg, and Chen delivers a nice pass to the right side to Chenault. Chenault fires one across the face of the goal. It banks off the boards, and Jordan Geyer keeps it in. Jokers will head to the forecheck, but Adam Wise will get there first. Jokers intercept. Hanberg in the slot to Geyer. Backhanded play. Oh, it's behind the net, and it's not in. Oh, my goodness. Referees wave no goal. Captain can't believe it. Would love to see this one on replay.
If the Red Wings are to make any sort of push in this game, you got to look to these saves that Curtis Villani is making at the moment as well. He's been unbelievable.
Oh. Wow, that one wasn't Curtis Villani.
No, it wasn't.
That was Adam Wise.
That was the post and then Adam Wise.
So the Red Wings get a lifeline. It probably should be a 3-0 game, but it is just 2-0. It's almost like they've scored. Let's see what the Red Wings can do with it. Best up the center line. Nice pass. He's got Powell in behind the defense, but he falls down, and he has to regather himself in the corner. Villani keeps it alive. Steve Best plays it, and now a big collision, and Josh Winkler took an awkward tumble in the corner, and he looks in a little bit of pain.
And it's going to be a Jokers power play as well from this. He's drawn something here. Mitch Villani not happy with the call whatsoever. Just looked like a bit of body contact, really, but I'm not sure if we'll get a replay here, but
it's
just a little high, unfortunately.
That was a good angle of that coming in. It looked like his shoulder just clipped his head.
Yeah, he had his head down as well. The angle that Winkler was on trying to play the puck actually sort of drew his head into that shoulder. That's unfortunate.
Wow. Heavy impact.
Yeah, well, Villani's been around for a long time. He knows how to play the body.
Well, the Jokers are 1 for 2 on the power play. Both of them have looked very impressive, and they'll send 5 forwards out once again, and they'll try to get themselves a 3-goal league. 1 for 2 on the Agile Group power play. Crucial kill coming up here. Mantier at the point, directing traffic, throws it into the corner quite intentionally. Collected by Nat Benson. Benson trying to be pushed off the puck, and Wallace almost created a turnover, and he would have been away. Back to the point for Mantier. Mantier off to the right side. Hanberg through traffic. Rebound pops free, and Leeming settles that down. Jokers keep it alive. Hanberg throws it into the corner. Wise is there to intercept. 2 green players working against him. Benson back to the right point. Hanberg fakes the shot. Riley across the crease, trying to stay on the puck, and good skills from the young 21-year-old. Chen back to Riley, to Mantier. Mantier to Riley. Mantier's coached Jake Riley since he was 7. Riley trying to deliver him another championship. Plays it into the corner. Mantier off to the left point. Benson. Gee, this power play is impressive from these Jokers.
It is, but this penalty kill from the Red Wings has been impressive as well. They're not giving them as much
Shen
space.
in front of the net. Big save. Villani rebound. Second chance. And they can't clear the zone. Back in the corner. All minute and 25 seconds of this power play has been in the attacking zone. Finally behind the net. It's off the back barons and a much-needed whistle. They get a couple opportunities. The Jokers have tilted the shot tally back in their favor, but again, Villani making high-quality saves.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of the way they went about that PK. They were up in the face of the Jokers, kept them out wide. There wasn't really many dangerous opportunities there like we saw in those first couple. So the good shift in the change for the PK there.
Dave Muggleton, vibe check on the bench.
The vibe check is the Jokers are spending very little time sitting down. They're getting up, they're cheering for their own team. They like what their teammates are doing. They're especially getting up when the team is fast and when they match the physicality from the Red Wings.
Here's Villani. He rifled a shot as he got out of the box just a little bit wide.
And how's the vibe looking down there on the Red Wings bench, Dave?
Not quite as elevated, I must admit. general frustration has been that they can't be expecting Villani to do everything. They need to start clearing the puck out of that defensive end.
Shot through traffic is a tricky one for Friedrich. And he makes a very difficult save, one of his harder ones through traffic. Just over a minute to go in the second period. And I think Dave Muggleton summed it up pretty good. Frustrating right now for the Red Wings.
Well, that's it. And just like Dave said, Curtis is the only one doing anything at the moment. So it's time to lift. I mean, you got a minute here, try something, maybe swing a little bit of momentum in your favor before the break, and then you got to come out all guns blazing in the third.
Villani wins the draw. Leeming trying to settle it down, but Daniel Chen creates a turnover. He uses his speed. He's in behind the defense. Chen fires a shot. What a save! Oh, Villani dives across the crease. He might have made a seizing save and stop. Curtis Villani.
Have we just seen save of the year in the grand final? Oh my God.
3 saves. Oh my God.
That last one, did Jake actually get a piece of it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
3 saves right at the death of the period. Curtis Villani. He's faced 12 shots this period. I don't know if there's been one that's been an easy save.
Nah, and well, he's showing why he was one of the best goalies of the year.
Best walks in to Leeming. Oh, and Jeremy Friedrich makes a big one himself.
Yeah,
as Leeming was coming in with 28 seconds to go. Here's a look at this again, and truth be told, this is a 6-0 game that Curtis Villani has kept 2-0.
Yeah, that's massive. That
right
is ridiculous.
There. Oh my goodness.
And then you just look at the response straight away after a save like that as well. They come down the other end and a prime opportunity for Leeming.
Jokers have been all over the Red Wings, but they're still alive. Can the Red Wings use it? Kept in by Steve Best. Hazel gets it forward. Mantier, slippery. He's got a man in front of the net. Tipped in front. Oh, and they score! Another goal within the last 15 seconds of a period. Mantier and Hazel connect. It's 3-0.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Curtis there too. It's just coming off of, is that Steve Best it's come off of? But you got to be switched on in the last 20 seconds of a game. That can't be happening. A 2-on-1 with 10 seconds left is just, Curtis is not going to be happy.
Villani did absolutely everything he could this period, and you could see his frustration. But how about that? Sammy Mantier, he built this club. He's got himself a goal late in the second period. And what we expect will be, or could be if they win it tonight, his final Premier League game. He's hanging him up after this one. And the Jokers have a 3-0 lead. And now Best and Handberg are tangling it up after the whistle. Shots on goal that period.
They're both going to get a penalty here as well. Joey's just called it, so.
14-9 that period. It's 25-16 in the game. The Red Wings are a very frustrated bunch. You can see it walking off the bench. That is...
Yeah, and that's not what you want from your captain either, to take a penalty after the buzzer.
All right, we're going to head down on the ice. It's Benson with Muggleton.
So there's been a lot of talk about how a 2-goal lead's the most dangerous lead you can have in ice hockey. Didn't want to go into the final break with that looming over your head, I see.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, we played this a lot. No, we know where we are, so like we're not really worried about this. It's just Steve Best, and he flops all over the ice, so we're good.
Jake Riley mentioned in the first game that you're not really worried about the physicality of the Red Wings because you're just going to blitz them with speed. We've seen some very high-speed ice hockey out there, including from yourself. Has that just been the game plan the whole time?
Yeah, well, you watched the first 2 periods there, we were all over them. We're in the zone almost 80% of the time, and it's 3-0, so everything shows on the ice. So.
All right, well, 20 minutes away. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, they're a confident bunch, the Jokers.
Yeah, a bit of confidence from Benson. It's still a period to go, but let's hope he doesn't eat his words there.
They have a 3-0 lead. We will be back. It's the Jokers 3, Red Wings 0 in Game 2 of the Championship Series. You're watching ice hockey on NITV. Eric Ballnar, Ryan Fohl, rinkside at the Ice Arena in beautiful Ghana land. Well, look, it's just domination from the Jokers right now. If you're the Red Wings, what do you say when you're in a dressing room, when you're down by a margin, but your season's on the line?
Well, you look to Curtis straight away and tell him he's playing unreal. This could be 6 or 7-0, so that's a good start. And then, I mean, your season's on the line, so there shouldn't be too much to say other than put it behind you and let's go to work, right? You got to get one early. That'll build the momentum, bit of confidence, and then you go from there.
We're talking about Best and Leeming and Powell and Villani. These are players that have played for Team Australia or have dominated the local competition. Surely 3 goals in 20 minutes is possible.
Oh, definitely. And it all starts with one. Once you get the one and it's sort of out of your head, you break the donut, back to 3-1, all of a sudden momentum's on your side. So it's definitely doable when you speak about those guys.
So what's the key that we got to watch when we come back to action in this, especially in those first, I guess, few minutes of the play?
Just like they started the game, bit physical, play a bit of body, get in the Joker's head, realize that this isn't over and they're not going to have any space. Take away all the space you can, and when you've got the puck, make the right decisions. You can't be throwing it away too easily.
We're not far away from the start of the third period. Foley, you've been on the broadcast with us this year. Thank you very much for joining us in the first for South Australian Ice Hockey. You enjoyed your time on the calls?
Oh, well, thank you for having me for starters. But yeah, I've loved it. It's been great to have Space Quake come in and take over the season like they have. It's been unreal.
Well, thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in all season long. This will be our final broadcast of the year, no matter what happens in the game, to be totally honest. So really appreciate everybody on Wednesday nights tuning in, making time, commenting, texting, sending in emails. It's been really cool to have the South Australian community gather around us, but also the national community. These games on NITV on Sunday afternoons get 15,000, 20,000 people tuning in. So thank you very much for being part of the journey all season long and helping to put South Australian hockey on the map. We're just getting started. We got the Pro League happening pretty soon. So again, a sincere thank you very much for joining me all season long with the hockey, and we'll catch you for the third. Moments away from the start of the third period, Jokers have a 1-0 series lead and a 3-0 game lead in Game 2 of the championship series. It's been a tremendous atmosphere here all season long at the Ice Arena on beautiful Ghana land. And speaking of atmosphere, Dave Muggleton had a good chance to talk to both the coaches of the teams. Dave, you're on the other side of the rink all the way down there. What's the vibe down there, my man?
I am here ice side with probably one of the largest crowds I've seen gathered for a Premier League game. Now, I did have the opportunity to speak to both of the coaches before the break. Well, Ryan Rentala, who's not the official coach, but on the bench. So on the Red Wings side, the big talk was about the defense. You've got to commit to the hit. You've got to help your goalie out. There's a bit of hesitancy amongst the defenders as to whether or not they're kind of going for it. Just that hesitancy is costing them big. On the Jokers, however, look, I'm not going to lie, nothing but sheer optimism. They are extremely confident in themselves. The main talking point was don't spend it before you earn it. Don't start thinking about where you're going off to drink tonight until you've won this game. So finish it through, finish it strong, and then we celebrate.
Can most of the players on the Jokers even drink? Are they that young?
I'd say half of them probably can't, but maybe getting some juice boxes or something.
Nah, they are a confident bunch, the Jokers. This period will start on a 4-on-4. It's Ben Hanberg and Steve Best. Ben Hanberg scored one of the most goals in the league, but you probably take that trade if you are the Jokers and Steve Best off the ice in exchange for Ben Hanberg.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just because the Jokers have such a loaded roster, for them to lose a player is probably not as big as the Red Wings losing a player, and it's their captain as well. So it's not a great start to the period, but they'll work around it.
Daniel Chen scored the first goal of the game about 8 minutes in. Nat Benson scored with 3 seconds left in the first period. And then Curtis Villani made 14 saves in the second period. He was absolutely fantastic. But the last one faced against, went in the back of the net with 13 seconds to go. Sammy Mantier made it a 3-0 lead. And the Jokers are just 20 minutes away from going back-to-back. But crazier things have happened, and this isn't all that inconceivable. The Red Wings get an early goal, and they're right back in this hockey game.
Yeah, well, that's it. And you're playing nothing to lose hockey back so all. So, great. Yeah, exactly. Strange things have happened, especially in a game like this. I think Red Wings have just got to give it their all here.
Red Wings starting on the ice, Villani and Powell as their forwards, and it's Riley and Benson. Old school versus new school. The old dynasty versus the team trying to become the new one. Red Wings Jokers, period 3, game 2. The cup is in the building. Jake Riley tried to line up his man, but he just collided himself into the boards. Red Wings right to the attack on 4-on-4 play to start this period. Benson to Chen. Chen gives it away. Villani shot on goal, and it's a nice save from Jeremy Friedrich, the 19-year-old, to start the period. Almost given away, Andrew Chen. Very dangerous.
Oh, that's almost gone straight into the net off of the deflection.
With some speed, with some space, Benson tries to drag around Villani. He creates a turnover, enters the zone. Villani to Powell, fires a shot, scores!
There it is.
Nick Powell and Curtis Villani didn't have a point versus the Jokers all season long, but they combined for a goal, and the Red Wings are back in it.
That's it, and just like we spoke about in the break, you've got to come out and give it your all, and that's what they've done straight away. The want and the intent is there from them to start this period, and there it is straight away.
It was off the turnover from Benson trying to leave the zone. 3-1 game, new life for the Red Wings. This thing is not over yet. Leeming, wraparound, jamming away at the puck, and Jeremy Friedrich has to make a couple tough saves. Leeming gets dumped down. They are coming out with some vengeance right now.
They're coming hot. And look for Leeming this period as well to have a big one. He always shows up when they need. So he's a guy that I'm watching.
Dylan Wall has taken a big face-off here for the Wings, and he wins the draw cleanly, but he couldn't get it back to the defense. Campbell chips it over to the left side. Newbound wobbles a puck in on goal. Newbound keeps it alive. He had to keep that away from Daniel Chen. He's had a couple breakaways already this game, and he has a goal. That one wasn't off a breakaway. It was off a wraparound, but Daniel Chen has been electric in this game. Plays it off to the left side. It's going to be intercepted by Leeming. But here comes Chen. Chen going the other direction. Chen with speed. He's trying to split the D. He gets around him, and Villani makes the save. Chen had poked it out. Villani wants a call on there. Chen got rammed in there. He is, am I right in saying as a player that Daniel Chen is annoying to play against?
Yeah, definitely. He's very good with the puck, and to add his speed to it as well, he's tough to play against. And Red Wings aren't happy with that one.
So 4-on-4 was come to an end. The Red Wings, they won that stretch of play. They've scored the early goal to make this a contest. And right up the ice again, Villani playing this game with some serious intent right now. He gets intercepted as he crossed the blue line. Red Wings trying to hold the zone. They look like a bit of a different, more calm, cool, collected team right now.
Yeah, that's it. And sometimes that ice cut and that break can do you a world of good, and it looks like that's exactly what's happened.
Steve Best with the puck. Wise chips it off to the left side. Powell plays it forward. Villani chasing after that. Centering play. It was dangerous. Chenoweth intercepts, but he can't clear the zone. Hanberg out of the box. Drops it back to Benson. Mantier. He scored in the end of the second period. Circles back around. Slowing the game back down. Fires one on net. It was tipped by Tim Benson, who crashed in front of the net, and it goes in behind the goal. Chenoweth barring back down. Powell gets wiped out by Chenoweth, and they'll fire one back behind the goal. Sammy Mantier chugging back in the corner, working against Tom Tate, and it goes all the way back to the red line. Settle down once again. Powell off his stick into the attacking zone, trying to drive this puck forward. He almost came away with it. Grabbed again by Benson, who will slow things down. First 5 minutes of this third period won by the Red Wings for sure to keep themselves alive. Rivers almost off a turnover.
Yeah, definitely. Joker's looking a little timid here to start this period too, and that might just be the nerves of trying to close out a championship. Newbound.
Can't clear the zone. Maley intercepts, cuts to the slot. Big collision between Pope and Rivers right in front of us. And it goes back in towards the center ice area. Game has lost a little bit of their pace. Jokers are an up-tempo team, but I'm sure they're fine without too much fast and furious action. I think the dangerous thing for the Jokers is assuming that the game was won after 2 periods, but here's a gratuitous turnover. Here's Jordan Geyer, and Chris Campbell has to backtrack to get the puck again, and he ties up Geyer. Players skirmish for it behind the goals, and I think we're going to have a penalty behind the play. Dave, before we get to the penalty, is there a lift on the bench at least from the Red Wings? Oh, wow.
And we're going to have a Red Wings power play here as well. That's just unnecessary from your captain as well. There's no need to be taking any silly penalties like that with a 2-goal lead. And here's another little boost for the Red Wings.
Curtis Villani was getting fiery too. He had a little exchange in front of the goal away from the play after the whistle. That was my oh wow. So here we go. Red Wings 0 for 1 on the Agile Group power play. They have struggled lately. Their last one looked a little bit better. Boy, do they ever need a goal. Steve Best has to race against this. Nat Benson had some choice words for Steve Best in that other intermission, and now they'll go battle against the corner. Here comes Villani. Enters the zone, stops, cuts to the net. Villani, shot on net, Jeremy Friedrich. What a save.
That's it, but yeah, Red Wings attacking with a purpose and driving the middle. Unlike last game, that's exactly what they've been doing so far when they've had these 2 power plays, and they look a lot more dangerous for it.
5 shots to 1 in favor of the Red Wings this period, and 1-0 for the Red Wings. They've come out like their season depends on it. Off the draw, Leeming trying to find Best. This has to be the moment for the Red Wings to close the gap to 1 goal. They trail by 2. Can they make it 1? And Wise can't settle it down. Jake Riley coming right after him too. There was a stretch where the Jokers had 4 straight games where they scored shorthanded goals. They can be dangerous even when they have 4 players on the ice.
Yeah, that's it. It's just that counter-attack punch that they have with all their speed. It's very deceiving.
In the last 6 or 7 games, the Jokers have more shorthanded goals than the Red Wings do power play goals. Very telling stat. And this one knocked away, throws his body into it, shot through traffic. Friedrich made the save, rebound pop free, and it gets cleared all the way down. And Villani will settle it. 30 seconds to go. Villani once again. Skipped over Wallace's stick. Best at the left point. Best lobs a pass over towards the right side to Villani. Back to Wise. Wise fires through traffic. Tipped. It was the right idea, but it just went wide. And it's cleared out. And here come the Jokers. They could be away 2-on-1. Benson slows it down. Penalty with only 7 seconds to go. Mantier to Benson. Scores shorthanded. Nat Benson.
Yeah, and you can't be leaving him that wide open in such a dangerous area too. There's 3 players around him and not one of them can pick him up. Steve just sort of blows by him, gives him all the space. Steve just got to tie him up. That's all you got to do there.
A short-handed goal puts the Jokers back up by 3. It's Nat Benson's second goal of the game. Sammy Mantier has a goal and an assist in this game. What a performance from him. And now the Red Wings are really in trouble.
Yeah, unfortunately all that hard work is just come unraveling now.
Cutting back towards the net. Chen looking for a dagger. Plays it across. Geyer trying to settle it down. Loose puck in the slot. Maley, a great save from Villani. And he had to make another one on the second chance opportunity. Winkler trying to hold the line and scooped up by Rivers. Cutting towards the middle of the ice. And Chen settles it down. Goes off Pope's stick and right to Jeff Pellerin. Pellerin trying to lead a man in front of the net, and it's jammed at the side of the net. Jeremy Friedrich will make a very easy save. But the Jokers back with a commanding 3-goal lead.
Yeah, that's it. And it's crunch time for the Red Wings now. 11 minutes. You're going to have to be taking risks for the rest of the game here to try and turn this one around.
Draw one by the Red Wings. Can they? To win this game, they'll probably have to play an up-tempo style. That is something that the Jokers won't mind either. And off a turnover, Pope, left side, Geyer enters the zone, dangles around Tate, cuts towards the back of the net, and working on the backhand, he's steered away, but he is going to throw it back to the opposite corner for Cameron Pope to grab. But Powell creates a turnover, tipped away from Maley. Thrown in on net by Steve Best, and it's knocked into the corner by Jeremy Friedrich, who's had another excellent game. He's made 22 saves on 23 shots so far.
Yeah, and the whistles are the Joker's friend right now with a running clock, so it's pretty straightforward play from Jeremy there to just direct that one out of play into the netting.
29 shots to 23 in the game so far. Rivers centering play. Benson walks this one out. Here's Riley. Riley with speed to the net. Benson in front. He couldn't get a stick on it. Dylan Wallace plays it off the boards. It goes the other direction. The Red Wing was tied up with the referee. Here comes Tyler Leeming. Picked up once again and back towards the center line. Adam Wise throws it right to Jake Riley. He does it again. Riley knocks it away. He's drawn a penalty as well. Benson back towards the point, and it's kept in from Sammy Mantier, and he's happy to skate all the way back, eat up some time. He knows they're going to have a 2-minute power play, and Mantier will just stand behind the goal and say, come and get me. And he'll do it again.
Time's just ticking away now.
A 2-point night from the architect, Sammy Mantier, in what is likely his final game as this goes around the corner. Another penalty. Dave, the vibe check. Let's get it.
Oh, I'd say that the Jokers are definitely passing the vibe check. After that goal in this period, there was calls of one more from an unidentified person from the bench, so the enthusiasm's right back up.
One more might be the dagger for the Red Wings, and the Joker's going to have that opportunity. Adam Wise to the penalty box. It's another agile group power play. Clinical performance so far from the Jokers. Mantier, Riley, Mantier again. Tries to put it in a dangerous area in the slot. Daniel Chen gathers. Riley, Mantier. Down low to Handberg. Handberg back to Mantier. Slowing it down. Putting the Red Wings on their heels. Handberg back to Mantier again. Mantier, Handberg, oh, off the post. What a shot from Ben Handberg. It clanked off the post. Villani just checking to make sure that everything's okay, but Mantier set up Handberg wonderfully.
Yeah, Handberg practices that one-timer a lot. He's got an absolute cannon. When they're giving him all the space like that, why not take it?
Handberg working around on the backhand. Cycles it back down low. Daniel Chen has Bill Newbound all over him. Mantier pinches in to keep it alive and throws it in behind the goal. Wallace knocks it down, and he throws it up all the way down the length of the ice, and it'll be secured by Jeremy Friedrich. Just over a minute to go in the Agile Group power play. Handberg plays it forward to Riley. Riley swivels, and Red Wings cleared away. A better looking penalty kill from the Red Wings. Jokers 2 for 3 on the power play today, rather. They've got 2 goals there, and they scored a shorthanded mark as well. Special teams, a big factor. Benson looking for a hat trick. Threw the puck in the net. It was knocked down by Mantier, trying to hustle back to keep it alive, and they'll get another opportunity. Benson, Riley, Handberg in the slot. Oh, and Villani makes another big save. He's made a lot of those all game. This could be a big scoreline if it were not for that man, Curtis Villani. Riley, sharp angle shot, another save from Villani, and he'll smother on the loose change. Curtis Villani coming up big, but now the Red Wings need a goal every 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. And really, really unfortunate with such a high-quality game from your goalie to end up like this, but yeah, you just got to keep battling. And it's all rest from here, and even be looking for Curtis to be pulled at some point soon with such a big lead and a lot on the line. 5-6 minutes left in a game is enough time to be pulling your goalie.
Team's back to full strength. Red Wings need one in a hurry. Villani, the former national team player, he set up one earlier in the period, but he waffles one wide. Best digging for it in the corner. He's effectively being shut down, Steve Best, in this championship series. No points so far. He only had 2 games this season where he didn't reach the score sheet at all. Jokers got that pivotal Game 1 win. Crucial for them because they haven't lost back-to-back games in 2 years. They've been the class of the competition. Teams have given them a run for their money this year, but the Jokers look on their way.
That's it, and they've definitely, if you're going to say, targeted Steve Best quite a lot this series as well, and done a really good job of just sort of muting his presence on the ice.
Tate tried a cute little play out of the zone, but it was knocked out of midair. Maley, good job holding the line, and here comes Geyer, scores! Noah Maley knocks it down. Jordan Geyer knocks it in. It's 5-1 Jokers. It was Noah Maley right here. Knocked it in, and Jordan Geyer, captain's goal to consolidate.
Yeah, that's it. And off another turnover again defensively for the Red Wings, and that's kind of been the story of the whole series. Just can't get the puck out of the zone. Great job from Noah to keep it in, and leads to another goal.
Noah Maley has had 3 points in this grand final series. He's emerged as one of the better depth guys in the competition.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not necessarily about Noah's points. He's such a great two-way player. He's definitely a penalty killer, even power play for their second unit sometimes. So he's a all areas kind of guy.
Red Wings skirmish for it in the slot. Newbound gloves it down. Red Wings trying to keep the fight alive with just 4 minutes to go. Chen outlets the play. Settled down by Jake Riley. We'll see if the Red Wings even bother pulling the goalie with 4 minutes to go. They might do it. It is nothing to lose. What's 5-1 or 6-1?
I don't think they will, though, by the looks of it. I would have already have pulled Curtis at 4-1 with 6 minutes left, so, but you never know.
Leeming knocks it down, puts it in the corner. Jeff Pellerin, he's had a really nice season this year, Jeff Pellerin. Been very disruptive on the ice to opponents. Plays it in the corner, and it's picked up from Jake Riley. He has the goal-scoring title, he has the point title, and he's about to have a championship to his name as Villani makes the save. That's something that he missed out on last year. He was out because of injury, and he came back in a big way this year.
Yeah, huge year. He's always been a pretty high quality point scorer, so no surprises there whatsoever.
25 goals, 21 assists on the year for Jake Riley in 19 games played. Relatively quiet game for him in this one. He's got an assist in it, but it's been Benson with 2 goals and Mantier with a goal and an assist. 4 different goal scorers and the 5 goals. Loose play in front, big rebound, comes free. Friedrich did have to make a save. Back down in the corner. Knocked away, Best chips it forward, and here come the Jokers once again, although Adam Wise does a good job to deflect this back in the zone. Sammy Mantier back on the ice. Who would have thought that the guy that started a club 5 years ago would be on the verge of back-to-back championships? Chenouth behind Wise, backhanded play, nice save from Villani again. Curtis Villani has kept this game a lot closer.
This could be double digits. It really could be.
The Jokers came out and they put on a clinical performance. Chen scored early and Benson scored with 3 seconds to go in the first period. It was a pretty even second until Sammy Mantier banked home a goal with 13 seconds to go in the third. Red Wings made it interesting. Nick Powell had it 3-1, and then the Red Wings were on a power play midway through the third with some good opportunities to cut the lead in half, but it was a shorthanded goal from Nat Benson, and that kind of sucked the life out of the game, and Jordan Geyer has consolidated late. Well, the Tigers were probably the only team that challenged the Jokers during the season. They beat them twice and almost had them a third time. What do you have to do to beat this Jokers team?
Well, you can't give them any time or space, that's for starters, and you got to recognize who you're on the ice against when you're out there. They've got some lines that obviously sort of can punish you more than others, and you got to respect that. And when you got to bury your chances against them too. Obviously, high quality goalie and net, so your chances have to be as high of quality. So the 2 games we did beat them, we just worked hard and tried to eliminate a lot of space for them.
Tyler Leeming digs in the corner. The Jokers started off the season on a 10-game win streak, and the confidence and really did increase from there. As Geyer fires a shot through traffic, Villani did get a piece of it. Goes back in the corner, and from that moment on, teams did lift. They went through a stretch where they won 3 games and lost 3 games. The Tigers beat them twice. The Red Wings beat them once. Set up a pretty cool showdown with about 3 games to go in the year between the Tigers and the Jokers, and the Jokers scored a shorthanded goal late to secure the minor premiership. An even tussle in game number 1, and in game number 2, total dominance from the Jokers to cap off a fantastic year. Best back to Rivers. Rivers tries to lead a man through. The Jokers will chip it out. It should go all the way down. Icing not called. I think we might have a late penalty for a late hit. Steve Best getting into Cameron Pope's face. Here's a look at this hit. Pope was a bit late after that. Now Jeremy Friedrich on the other end tying up his skate. The Wings, though, they had a tremendous season and a late charge to get themselves in this championship game. If they had won this championship series, it would have been 5 years, or 5 titles in 7 years. A lot of good and classy players on this Red Wings team, and they definitely missed guys like Dave Gall tonight.
Yeah, it was just about to mention that. It's a big out for them, and who knows how much of a difference that would have made, because I really like the pairing of Dave Gall, Tyler Leeming. Those 2 work unreal together. Just the cross combination that they have together adds a lot more depth to their team. So unfortunate he wasn't here tonight, and maybe might have made a difference.
35 shots on net for the Jokers, 23 for the Red Wings, and a lopsided scoreline in the final game. Red Wings back on the power play. See if they can grab one here. Jeremy Friedrich knocks that one aside. Helps his save percentage. Back down in the corner. Newbound chips it aside. Reaching after that was Winkler. Villani in behind the goal. Daniel Chen back in the corner. 20 seconds to go before another Jokers title. They won last year. They're 15 seconds away now. Red Wings hold the line. It's in the corner. Chen trying to hold on to it. The Jokers can taste it. They can feel it now as Gaziarowski gets tied up. There's a new era of dominance in ice hockey in South Australia. It's back-to-back for the Jokers. 2021 champions.
That goal was going to count too from Mitch Villani, just to throw something in there at the end.
It'll be 5-2 officially. But yeah, what a weird way for that game to end with a goal at the death. But it doesn't really matter too much.
Word on the bench is that they weren't interested in winning it in a non-broadcast game, so they wanted to get it done in 2.
They certainly brought everything they had. As you see the Jokers celebrate on the ice.
5-2 final.
A 5-2 final. Sammy Mantier leading the handshakes. One of the coolest traditions in hockey is I know we do it every game in South Australia, but at the end of a playoff series, the handshakes between the two teams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to show respect to your opponent. It's something you don't see in all sports, but at the end of the day, you just leave it all out on the ice.
A very good season for the Red Wings, just not quite enough. The Jokers just too young, too fast, too skilled, too dominant. And they are back-to-back champions. What a journey this club has gone on, building it from literally nothing. It didn't exist 6 years ago to back-to-back titles.
Yeah, and a lot of that has come from Sammy. He's done a great job of recruiting, and he's developed a lot of these players himself. So a lot of credit goes to him.
I guess the question is this the last we'll see of Sammy Mantier in the Premier League?
It's an interesting question. Yeah, that's something I think we'll have to ask him.
Well, we got a trophy presentation down there, so there's no doubt that we'll stick around for that. Nick Reese on the microphone. It's tough to hear. Dave, what's going on down there? You gonna go grab someone for it? There we go.
All right, Sammy, you were one of the architects of this Jokers team, and now you're on the ice as they win their second championship in 5 years. How's that feeling?
It's a pretty good feeling, and not just with the Jokers, but the project really with some of these young guys. It started 10, 11 years ago, starting coaching these guys when they're about that high, so it's just a great feeling, being able to do it as a coach and as a player with them.
Seeing the youth of Ice Hockey South Australia perform so well, that's got to be a bright promise for this ice hockey in the state.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's no surprise. With the adrenaline, we've had a couple of lean years in national levels, but I think these guys, plus other good young players, we had Chris Campbell in the Redwings, top young players, so I can't wait to see these guys show what they can do also in the national level.
Well,
now,
Sammy,
it's
go
been
over.
a talking topic throughout the entire broadcast, and we're just wondering if you might have an announcement to make.
Yeah, I think if all goes well, that was probably my last game at this level, and there we go. And we'll let these guys take over now. I don't think they need babysitting anymore.
All right, well, congratulations, and I'll let you hoist the trophy.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Well, there it is, a nice cap to the end of it. The Jokers and Sammy Mantier skating to another title and a pretty comprehensive victory.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they were the team to beat all year, and they certainly proved that in this series as well. Not a lot they did wrong, to be honest. And that guy in front there, Jeremy Frederic, led by example.
Well, pretty good images, I think, to leave it with. I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for tuning in all season long. A fitting end. The team that started off the best finishes the best. The Jokers end the season as champions. On behalf of everybody at Spacequake Sports, Ryan Fold, David Muggleton, everyone at the Ice Arena, and the legendary producer Brandon. We'll see you next year.